starten durch in die zweite Hälfte der Samstagnachmittagssession hier bei der Elton Safety Shoes European Darts Open 2025. Die zweite Runde live und präsentiert von der PDC Europe hier aus der wunderbaren Ostermann Arena in Leverkusen. Und hier kommen unsere nächsten beiden Spieler dieses Nachmittags. Wir begrüßen aus Schottland die aktuelle Nummer 36 der Welt, der Gewinner von 2 Players Championship Titeln und ein Grand Slam of Darts Viertelfinalist, Cameron Menzies. Nummer 13 der Welt, der Gewinner von 26 PDC-Titeln, ein World Grand Prix und Grand Slam of Darts Finalist und der aktuelle European Darts Open Champion, Chisnall. Und wir begrüßen auf der Bühne unseren nächsten Referee. Hier ist der Calculator, Kirk Menzies.
Sing along if you know it, mate.
Well, I was trying to find my niche in that one, and I just didn't get there, Dan. Well, it's been an interesting afternoon, and it may get a little bit more interesting in this one. Dave Chisnall loves the Euro Tour, as do myself and Dan Dawson. It's the greatest tour in sport. The end. It's not up for debate.
Fact.
Right, Cameron Menzies is having a bit of a mare because he was delayed coming to the back of the stage because he spilt some Fanta on his hand, so he had to go and wash that off. Then he spilt the drink on the table, although that might be the vibrations from the bass from the walk-ons. But it's a damp start to this one as he takes on the defending champion, Dave Chisnall.
45.
Yeah, not just does he just love the Euro Tour. He loves this venue. Must like the heat. And I'm not on about Dennis Ovens or Damon Allen. He probably likes them both.
How could you not?
Well, Dave loves everybody, doesn't he?
And everybody loves Dave. Because he does stuff like this. Oh, not that.
Wasn't it Everybody Loves Raymond? Wasn't that the show?
But I'd rather watch the Chiz version.
Correct. Fact. More facts.
98.
Winner of this to face Richie Madhouse Ed House,
who was just absolutely irresistible in dispatching Danny Noppert.
21.
2024 Ed House might be back.
He certainly was in that match.
European champion chasing down a potential spot at the World Match Play. Still got a lot of work to do, but what he has done by winning that game, he's moved above Michael Smith. It's another player that Michael Smith is going to have to displace if he's going to force his way into the match play reckoning.
Yes, and he's in action
83. Can we require 108?
this evening against Dirty Harry.
108 for Menzies for the opening leg. Shanghai in the 18's the plan. Not going to work out like that.
57.
It's a miss with the last dart, but it's not really one that costs him. He's still left single to double.
10th meeting between these two. Dave Chisnall
97.
leads 6-3, but the last time they met was in the new Wimbledon World Masters. An event at Milton Keynes, which went down a storm, didn't it? Down the best of 3 format.
Brilliant. And perhaps that was one of the first big signs that we saw in the resurgence of Johnny Clayton, who, of course, went on to win the European Tour last weekend in the Netherlands.
They've had some really high-profile games, these two. They played at the World Championships back in 2023, which Chizzy won 3-1. As I said, they played in the World Grand Prix. Chizzy won, but their last meeting was the Masters in Milton Keynes, which Cameron won 3-1.
Dave Chisnall,
56.
Scrappy start to this one. It's just leaving him a little vulnerable here. Big score from Cameron Menzies, and Chizzy could find himself in a spot of bother. Menzies is on quite a run of legs here. He was 4-1 down to Kim Ibrex, won 5 in a row. He's taking the opening one here. He's threatening to break Dave Chisnall in this leg.
Cameron Menzies safe for the match play.
Yeah, he is so safe.
Yeah.
The top 16 in the world get in as seeded players. Then you've got the 16 on the Pro Tour, how well they've done in these events and the floor events. Cameron Menzies is only outperformed by Martin Schindler and Josh Rock in terms of money won. Won more than Nyman, Van Veen, Searle, De Decker, all of these guys. He has outperformed them. It's largely come in the floor events.
And this year he's been very good, hasn't he? Well, it started with that run in the the Wimbledon World Masters.
Dave, you require 40.
Dave Chisnall with an excellent setup shot has left himself on top. So it is his double of choice nowadays. Chizzy.
Safely finds the target. Lost the opening leg in 17 against the darts. Wins leg 2 in 17 with the darts.
We've seen a slightly more calm and in control version of Cameron Menzies in recent weeks. There have been some high-profile games where he has been at peak Cammy. The arms have been going, he's been crawling around on stage in despair or ecstasy or whatever feeling he is going through at that time, but he just seems a little bit more in control. He's still going to be Cameron Menzies. He's going to be expressive up there.
Well, winning a Players' Champs this year was huge for him, wasn't it? And the manner in which he did it as well, defeating Peter Wright in the final and averaging 107.
Yeah, and look, it was coming. I think he'd gone semi-final, final, win in the 3 tournament. It was certainly at a pick where he was he's winning more games on that Players' Championship Series than pretty much anybody else.
22.
He is winning an awful lot of games, Cameron Menzies.
Yeah, and not long before that, of course, I think it was the same sequence of events, wasn't it? He lost to Josh Rock in a final.
Yeah, he just keeps on being thereabouts. You keep doing that, you got to win titles.
Yeah.
But we get to see him really turn it on the Euro Tour on a consistent basis, Cameron Menzies.
Coming to 156.
Reached quarter-final in Göttingen, lost out to Ryan Joyce.
Yeah, 6-3, and he had a stinker, didn't he?
But he'd come back. He'd gone back to the hotel. I think he'd had a sleep. I think he got his preparation entirely wrong.
Yeah.
But that's something you got to learn.
Yes, you in between I mean, they're long days, and I can't actually remember. Another one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful from Chizzy. A 99 out with tops. Yeah, I don't think he was last on. I think he was second or third on, and he thought. I mean, and like you say, you have to learn it, and it's not a good thing. You go back, you sleep, you wake up, and then you're groggy, and you've got to try and reignite everything, and it just didn't work.
You've got to give yourself enough time to get back up to that match-ready level, and he evidently wasn't.
78.
And ultimately, he paid the price for Ryan Joyce. Ryan Joyce was very good in that game. But Cameron Menzies, you would think, will be better prepared next time he finds himself in that position. It could be this weekend. He finds himself 2-1 down thanks to that double-double finish from Chiz. That one. Utes from the defending champ. As is that. Chizzy starting to move through the gears here. You look at the players who've won this title over the years. Not many of them are here this weekend. Obviously, Robert Thornton no longer on the tour, but no MVG. No Gerwyn Price this weekend. Peter Wright is here. We'll see him this evening. Raymond van Barneveld won the first ever one. He was knocked out yesterday, of course.
Just having a look back at
100
where the sort of penny had dropped with Cammy, and I completely forgot about it. He had that epic with Mickey Manson in the slam, didn't he?
Yeah, he
did. 16-15.
And it just felt like he wasn't in full control of his own emotions in that game. There were opportunities he couldn't take it. Dave Chisnall, single 10 for tops. A 12 darter.
23.
I reckon 3 players championship finals this year.
55.
Lost out to Ryan Searle back in February, 8-3 with a 97 average.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, lost to Josh Rock and came back and won the very next one against Peter Wright.
This is very, very good. Dave Chisnall, whose form has been a little patchy.
57.
It's perfectly respectable stuff, but not quite the top gear, the top level. But it is what's turned him into an octo champ on the Euro Tour. 8 Euro Tour titles.
That's special, because these are super tough to win.
Only Peter Wright and Michael van Gerwen have won more. Well, that says something.
He's in good company, isn't he? Wow.
That was two betrothed earlier on. I believe they've been given a congratulatory Damon Heta shirt to mark their engagement.
I signed that for them earlier, and she's still a little emotional.
Yes, I can imagine. Quite their garment to walk down the aisle in. Hopefully not in the manner that Damon Heta would do it. What a day.
Cammy trying to halt the surge of Chizzy. And a 64 after 12. There has been 3 on the spin. Looking good, Dave. Throw looks nice. Great first start. Gets it done. 15 dart hold.
Dave to throw first.
Well, he's in a better position after 5 legs than he was yesterday, because he's 4-1 down to Kim Huybrechts there. But the problem he's got is that he's up against Dave Chisnall, the defending champion, and he is still trailing. Now, is Chizzy going to offer up enough opportunities for Menzies to turn this around? Menzies can force the issue, of course he can. We know he's got gears. And there's not a great deal between you. See the averages there. He's been living with Chizzy in most of the legs, but his opportunities have been limited. Just the 2 legs where he's had darts at double.
Back-to-back tons. He's in a lead of 140 minus these. That's no good for Cammy. That's good though. So's that.
134.
This should be ton 40 minimum.
140.
Just tried to find the gap, didn't he? And what he's doing is forcing Cameron to do something similar, which is exactly what he's done.
161.
Again, Cameron Menzies living with Dave Chisnall in the scoring phase. And he forced the opportunity.
96.
It's not bad, but it leaves that 65. He may
Can always
get
get a
one
bit
goal.
messy, too.
Yeah.
100.
Squeezes one through.
65.
25 and tops for Chizzy. Just misses the ball. Checks with Kirk Bevins, our referee.
Yeah,
Nicely done, Dave Chisnall. Once again, Cameron Menzies matching Dave Chisnall dart for dart, but Chizzy is not really passing up many opportunities.
Oh, 50% on the doubles for Chizzy. Menzies better when he's getting an opportunity. The problem is, because Dave's so efficient, he's not offering up any chances.
Isn't again. 4 perfect darts to start the leg.
99.
Seen Damon Hetta miss double 12 for the magical 9. No gold darts for that here.
No gold darts for that at all, although somebody did get a spontaneous marriage proposal. So
100.
evidently had an effect.
Equally as expensive.
Arguably more so.
94.
Izzy will be looking at a ton minimum, a 140. Would pile it on, a 180 would be perfect.
121.
Well, couldn't have been worse.
28.
Yeah, killer dart. Can he cram another in there? Oh, glides one in. Oh, the shot, Cameron Menzies. That is a thing of beauty. He really does look so effortless at times. I know there's the histrionics sometimes with Cameron Menzies, and the arms are flailing and the fringe is flapping about like a bird in distress. But when it comes to just throwing the dart, he can be graceful.
Yeah, when he's on it, he just makes everything look so easy. Today, well, they're both at it, aren't they? They both look really comfortable. Cameron Menzies now averaging 97 in change. Dave, well, prior to the 45, was well over 95.
Feels like an opportunity.
Yes.
It is an opportunity. Cameron Menzies is making it an opportunity. His second 180, they've both come in the last couple of legs. Is Cameron Menzies finding those gears we know he's got?
Yeah, if you don't play sport and you often wonder what it's like to be in the zone, look at Cameron Menzies the last 2 legs.
Just alongside of the wire there, but brilliant adjustment. Potential 11 darter from Cameron Menzies.
Yeah, to back up the 12 he had in leg 7 with that beautiful 128, and he had to be creative because he had to go above that first start
79
on the treble 18.
Cameron, you require 98.
Double 12. It's a 12 darter, it's a breaker throw. Cameron Menzies, the last few legs, has been excellent. Back-to-back 12 darters. The leg that he lost in this 4-leg sequence, he was on 67 after 12. This is a burst from Menzies.
He's another one of those players that can put these incredible streaks together. It's a lovely dart from Chizzy. Went for the open bed and slightly over-adjusted. But yeah, he's in control of his emotions today.
58.
While he is in the better position in this match, he's not in control of it. Still level tagging. Yes, Menzies has got the throw, but you know Dave Chisnall,
37.
3-minute power Chiz burst could turn the game in his favour. That was not one of those just there. Oh, it's more grace and elegance.
71.
3 legs running, a perfect scoring visit from Cameron Menzies. It could be 3 legs running, 12 darters.
96. Coming to 132.
Well, I don't really know why he's going to the bullseye there anyway with Chizzy back in the 200s.
56.
It's a bit of an error, really. He's been so good around the treble 20 as well. He'd just take a straight tunnel for that, wouldn't you?
Exactly. And if you do get the treble, go for treble 16, double 12, just hit double 12. It does.
76.
It probably doesn't matter. Certainly not now. Chizzy cannot even get to a finish. He has time. He had the accuracy.
36.
We'll be back. Almost sort of just floated one out there. More hopeful than aggressive.
92.
Good last one from Dave, just in case.
Goes to the ninth leg, Cameron Menzies.
Straight into double top, and Cameron Menzies leads this game. He was 1-0 up and immediately pegged back. He has not led again until right now, and the defending champion is on the ropes. We came here this weekend with Barney, Chizzy and Peter Wright, all former winners in the field. Barney has already gone. Wright is in action tonight against Daryl Pilgrim, and Chizzy is a leg away from defeat. By the end of this evening, there could be a guaranteed new name on the trophy.
108.
Chizzy's not done yet, though. It's 180, number 5.
Yeah, that's sneaked up on me. The 180 count. Menzies has had 2, and that beautiful 171 set up the 132. Five five's about right for me, though, if it goes that way, Dan.
There's not been much between them at all, has there?
40. David
afford to have a leg off.
26.
We can only afford to have 1 leg off Cameron Menzies.
$56.
Just sort of psychologically get your
70.
head on the next leg and save your energy almost. Tops for Chiz. 10s.
50.
Doesn't look like it's a miss that will hurt him, but from there he could end up getting stuck on double 5 and maybe on 5 itself. And here comes Cameron Menzies with a little reminder.
A little tap on the shoulder. Don't fluff your lines here, Chizzy. He doesn't. Another Scotsman will follow this one. It was a game that stood out on the page. Gary Anderson, Vessel Nyman.
Oh, look at it. Look at it from Cameron Menzies.
Well, in the last 5 legs, Dan, he's had 4 180s and a 171.
Yeah, he's found the gears. And the ominous thing for Dave Chisnall is when Cameron Menzies had darts at double, he's pretty much hit them. 5 out of 7. And from this position, he should be getting darts for the match.
Yeah, every element of his game
59
has been on point. And every element of his mental approach has been very, very good. He's gave nothing away.
Yeah, look, he has got pelters. for how he has handled stressful situations.
39.
He has taken on the defending champion here. He was 3-1 behind, and Cameron Menzies has shown the calmness and the assuredness and the skill to turn this
56.
game in his favour. He's still got to get over the line, but he has done nothing wrong.
No. Chizzy 160 behind, minus these, closes the gap. Menzies find a couple of big trebles. He's found a treble, but
60.
didn't want that one. Needs to stay calm.
Well, a few darts like that, not many. But in a tight game, they have hurt. What a recovery from Chisnall.
Where has he plucked them from? It's a treble, desperately.
100.
Gets one. Now it's
David
a fingers
McGuire
crossed
on
job.
108.
Don't even look. Don't even meerkat it over his shoulder. Oh dear.
He'll get a dart. For the match, it was a bit close to the double for his liking.
I think when that come out of his hand, Danny's thinking that's in the double.
Yeah. Match dart, Dave Chisnall. To keep the title defence going. Chizzy misses inside, and it'll be match darts for Cameron Menzies to depose King Chiz. Menzies is through to the final day. His second combat victory of the weekend. 4-1 down to Hybrex in round 1. 3-1 down to the defending champion in round 2. But Cameron Menzies, he's still going strong at the European Darts Open. And it's the European champion Richie Edhouse whom he'll face for a spot in the quarterfinals.